All right, so packs here already been chosen for Yuki. Goes for the Farseer spec with the Tarantula and Marksman opener. Pantsuman taking his time, but we saw in that heat map that he likes to put everything on the line. So something aggressive would be in theme.
Indeed. We actually see a slightly different profile picture in game than in the loading screen. That's been something I've been noticing lately. I guess we have like alternative uploads for them, maybe in case we can't get that directly from the Steam itself. Or maybe they're just switching it up. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it looks like we're gonna get off with a headbutt here.
Yeah, will the Arclights get stuck on the Tarantulas? Honestly, I kind of favor the Tarantulas in a spot like this, but I don't know. There's not a lot of chaff, so like maybe the balls just get the lock-ons.
I think typically like steel balls will win in a headbutt in the early rounds, but I think if you have the marksman opener, that's not always the case. Like starting with the triple marksman actually can be quite good in this situation because, well, you will have the DPS at the very least to deal with the steel balls.
Yeah, the one on the left should definitely fall. Maybe the one on the right Tarantula can be a hero. We'll have to see.
It looks like already, though, the steel balls are gone, and with that being the case, these Arclights are not going to be able to get rid of that final spider, so...
Indeed, yeah. Tarantula's getting out alive here. At least one of them. It's so hard to level them these days, though, so unfortunately, I don't even know if he'll stay in Tarantulas. We'll see.
It's a good first round, though, for Yuki.
That Badger, though. That's pretty tempting.
Yeah, level Badger early on is always very nice. I haven't gotten to like that unit very much. Like, I don't like investing into it, but the one high-level one from the drop usually performs pretty well. Wasp is also a consideration, though. Can be pretty annoying to deal with this early on.
Yeah, I mean, the right side of the map is just totally exposed here, right?
Yeah, like it wouldn't be... Oh, seems like it's going to be the Typhoon. So, and the feet...
Oh my god.
The Wasp is going to be there as well. So Yuki kind of predicting this play, and we'll get rewarded for it by the looks of it.
That's insane. That's like the worst universe.
Yeah, that's an insane call out. Wow. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, you're not going to be happy about that one. We have the flank coming in as well with that pesky crawler. And the arrows indicate, I guess, not every single ball turns. Maybe that's optimal, though. The marksman will get something to shoot at, I suppose. Looks like another crawler flank as well.
I love how both of these players already are going for that middle crawler flank.
Yeah. Yeah, they're playing the headbutt quite well. Like, honestly, their heads are in the same place, but this Typhoon difference is going to be pretty massive.
Yeah, that is some crazy tempo, and it should allow Yuki to keep the lead they already had after round one. So some lovely plays. Crawlers, though, will spawn in, but the Tarantula will turn and save the marksman from the looks of it.
Yeah, looking good for the marksman player once again. I'm actually surprised the Typhoons didn't crush harder. Like, they lost most of their hit points.
But yeah, they're not ideal into crawlers. It's kind of like Mustang.
Really? I've never really thought about it that way. Like, I do know what you mean, of course, but they feel like significantly better than Mustangs.
They've got different strengths, but there's only 2 of them. So,
yeah.
Like, their rate of fire combined, it is faster than a Mustang, I think, but because there's only 2 instead of the 12 from the Mustang, it actually takes them quite a while to get through crawler packs.
Makes sense. Okay, the airdrop is pretty cool. I mean, if I were Pantsuman here, I'm gonna sell the Wasp and just fortify the tower.
Yeah, that Wasp is pretty much useless. Oh, okay, we're gonna give it another go. Jump drive has been clicked. We're trying to pair up with that Rhino drop on the top right flank. This crawler beacon, though.
Yeah, interesting. Pretty clutch, honestly.
That's
actually
a great insane, beacon. No? Like, I think everything's gonna follow that.
Yeah, such a nice move. Wow, you're right.
Yuki is on one.
Yeah, every time.
Like, it's a Sunday. Like, chill out. What are these moves?
I know.
I do
Yeah,
like
I'm
that
feeling
steel ball addition though from Pants. I don't know if he predicted that shield airdrop, but it should at least allow him to get rid of that.
Yeah, that's actually crazy good for him. I mean, even if it's not a prediction, just simply doing it as an answer to the Typhoon, not a bad move, I think. I mean, there's no chaff clear there, so I guess if like a crawler was placed, you'd look pretty silly.
Oh, for a second I thought the Rhino was just going to completely ignore the crawlers, but he does end up turning.
Yeah, you should chase it, but actually...
Oh no, he doesn't.
Yeah, not really.
Completely unbothered. At
Yeah,
the same time though, the left side is still losing, so...
Yeah. Yeah, what are the marks? Are the marksmen still level 1? I guess they all have levels, but they just weren't taken. No assault marksman on the bar either.
It's a really nice turn though. Steel Ball's not quite leveling. That would have been the cherry on top, but
Yeah.
I think Pants will be happy with that. Got the shield. The flank worked out. And after a pretty rough early game, at least he makes sure that he stays above 3k hit points for now.
They're both zooming. They go for the choo-choo trains. I feel like it's
With
way
the
better for
advanced power
Pantsuman.
system. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I feel like...
I mean, especially with that, like, Wasp and the Rhino.
Yeah, and the jump drive makes them fast AF. Like, 24 movement speed before even temp speed. That's crazy. That's going to take the tower in, like, seriously no time at all. Now, there is a missile, but that just hits... Wait, whose missile is that? No, that's Pantsuman.
Yeah, that's Pants's.
All right, he really wants that tower.
Even investing into a missile interceptor there, that's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Like, if that goes down, you feel really bad. But I think from the looks of it, he should be getting in.
Yeah. Okay, are we supporting
Yuki,
this ball?
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
Like, he's trying to put a steel ball there to deal with the Rhino, which he guesses correctly. But yeah, it's probably going to tank the missile. Or even if it doesn't, I think the Wasps can kill that.
Yeah, the Wasp got the tower for sure. It's so fast. It's just going to completely zoom in. And with level 2, the DPS is huge as well. I really like Pantsuman's position.
Yeah, I like it on the right side. The left, I don't know. Like, these steel balls just are going to keep getting one-shot by the now level 2 marksman.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this should help. Like, he'll probably get some levels and, of course, deny the tarantulas their own levels. So I feel like maybe this is, like, somewhat of a critical turn.
Oh, wow. I really didn't expect this, but if you look at the left arc light, it's basically top on damage.
Oh my gosh. Why
Who
do
needs
arc lights
steel
deal
balls?
so much damage?
It now is on second place, I think, but still. Right side arc light gonna DPS down the Farseer.
What got first place that round?
I don't know,
the balls that
probably a
died?
steel ball, but
Yeah. All right, unit reinforcements. We got 2 things in the air. We got a blue melting point. What do you think is great here?
I mean, honestly, the boat does pair decently well with the arcs. It's gonna be the phantoms instead, though. Keeping things small for now, no giants for Pants, but we'll have to face double Overlord with Overload already.
Yeah, interesting. I guess you can argue with the speed that dropped, the advanced power system, that boats are like slightly more inaccurate.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I feel like maybe if you expect the Overlords to drop, then Pants could go Melter and try to kind of fall back a bit, something that we have seen in Mag 1.
Yeah.
With the, I think the likes of like Agri did this a lot, kind of an aggressive opener and then buy arc lights and fall back and build melters.
Mm-hmm. What do you make of this anti-missile device on top of the tower here?
Yeah, I don't really know. I think he's
it's
trying to intercept a missile, just like before.
But yeah.
It's pretty far off. I feel like I have seen these miss.
Yeah, 100%.
Not intercept.
Yeah, you don't have very much like travel time.
All right, well, we're going for some Raymaster stuff here, perhaps, with the stealth cloak on the Phantom Rays, but they're not necessarily known to be very good into Overlord, so I'm very curious to see how this is going to shape up. For now, the level 2 marksmen are going to be plenty to take down those Phantom packs.
Yeah, they got stealth. We took down the anti-missile device, by the way, so minus 100 already occurring. Looks like we are winning the right-hand side here for Yuki. Only have 2 Phantom Rays left. Down they go. The boats sure are looking good, and that's going to be a big round win for him.
Yeah, that is not boding well for Pants at all there. Taking lots of damage on round 5, going down to sub 1500. And with no real good answer to the Overlords on board. Okay,
Elite Mustang, is that good?
Honestly, that might be a saving grace.
Yeah, it ain't looking too bad.
The bad part is really like these Phantoms. Like the fact that he picked them and then invested into them, and they happen to, well, I mean, it's not just the Overlords, honestly. They're not doing great into the Marksman either, but
yeah.
It's kind of hard to salvage those resources.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they're just going to act like slightly inferior steel balls or something like that, if that makes sense, but not great.
Ants will skip. So it has something different in mind, but what is that going to be?
Yeah, I mean, you got to take this pretty seriously. They're now double teched, by the way. 3 of them. That's a lot of resources. Oh my god.
Oh,
there it is.
It's the Abyss.
Do we have a home for it? Okay, that's decent.
If anyone knows how to pilot this, it's probably going to be Pants, as mentioned before.
Round 6, picking up efficient maintenance.
That is an interesting tech, though, isn't it? It's a bit weird with like the variable upkeep, but
yeah,
it's now essentially just a giant. Like, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I really like that the option is there. I think it's definitely something interesting to think about.
I don't think in the history, like, we've had 0 cost upkeep for factory, right?
Yeah,
at least 50.
That's correct. Yep. Okay, will we get the double boat hit? Because that's the money, man. That's when Abyss feels good.
Oh, it does.
We did it.
Can it get another shot off, though?
I mean, they got splashed, so they're weak, those boats.
Wait, what? Why did it not hit the boat?
My god!
It doesn't finish the beam. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh. I mean, at least he's not dead. But that was
alive.
A scam, dude. How, like, what?
It looked kind of okay, though. Like, weirdly enough. Considering the rest of the board, in my opinion, is, like, performing awfully into this Overlord stuff. I felt like the Abyss there did what it could at level 1.
We just take improved Wraith? Is it because we're going to be summoning Wraiths?
Oh, are we clicking the Dark Companion tech? But into... surely not into Overlord. Also, the 2 Overlords leveled and the Marksmen now have AA.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Man. It's got an Amp Core as well, and now we're summoning balls, which, like, the Abyss may get locked onto, and now it's, like, wasting a ground attack when we need air attacks.
Yeah, those summoning techs are... or summoning items are really bad for an Abyss.
Mech div as well. Oh my gosh.
That's just gross.
That is.
Just buy steel ball. Okay, well, he had one for the Rhine on the right side, but...
Yeah. Okay, we got a blue one, though. Surely, because we have the same color as the boats, we're good.
I mean... honestly? Like, level 2 Abyss is kind of where it starts to do stuff, you know? It just seems to, like, hit a threshold where it actually does, like, one-shot giants.
Why did we take improved Wraith, though? I think we are summoning them next turn. I don't...
Yeah, it's probably just a long-term thing, right? Because improved Wraith is what? Like a 50 cost card? Or like a gray card?
Yeah.
So you might just be taking it down the line and think like, well, maybe there's a world where I do pull this back, and then I've got an improved Wraith summoning in my back pocket if I need it.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, actually. It's actually a really cheap tech. I didn't realize it was only 100.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of chug the Wraith out in front of it, so it better be cheap, but it's kind of just like, there you go. Like, you can tank the Melter for me.
Dude, the Swarm Missiles got the tower. That's so clutch.
It is a bit of a classic. I mean, the Abyss is holding on. The level 1's dead, but it fire its missiles.
Yeah,
it's gonna be another... Oh, wow. Dude, there's like 46 missiles on one marksman.
Zap, 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 zap. Oh, it's so close. Okay.
It's alive!
Oh my god, the ball.
Wait, we lost, but we're alive?
Yeah, yeah.
192. The spawned balls deal like 8 damage.
Well, that was a round. I don't know who that bodes well for, but are we going to be summoning Wraiths? That's the question.
I mean, we probably are at some point. Fire Badger?
Okay. Sledges make sense for Yuki. They're actually pretty good against Abysses because of their small hitboxes. What does Pantsuman pick in here, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Fire Badgers maybe.
To, like, have meat and to, like, counter the steel balls?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just want chaff clear, right? Like, as long as your Abyss can connect with the Overlords, you'll be fine. Also, like, you've got those mech div steel balls. But it feels a bit bad because he took improved Wraith, so, like, maybe you want to go for the Dark Companion tech instead and just, go Phoenix.
Yeah. You know what's critical here is Yuki needs to fortify both of his towers.
True.
Because these Swarm Missiles, man, there's 46 of them, and they all try and hit different targets, and, like, there's just not many targets on the battlefield.
Oh. We unlocked and bought a Wraith on Pantsuman's side. Is he gonna tech it? And we do get the Dark Companion tech and then D-Gen Beam.
That's pretty sick. Is it good,
I can't wait for this to get, like, one-shots by a boat.
Yeah, and the aerial specialization you pointed out earlier on the Marksman, also not a little scary. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, that's like the sad part about this tech. It's like both of these units get countered by the same thing. It's like anti-air single target DPS. Like,
yeah, look at the flanks,
Overlord,
by the
Marksman, Melter.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god, that nasty, nasty flank.
I guess we're running away from the blue scary boats. Maybe that's fine. Our tower, though, looking
well, the Wraith is still alive.
Exposed. Yeah. Okay.
Can we save the tower, though? Man, I didn't even notice, but the mine spawning is also, like, the poor Abyss is getting bullied, man. Like, mech div balls and mines, that's just... Oh, the tower is gonna fall. The missiles are not going towards the tower.
That's gonna be the game for
Abysses
Yuki.
are going to go down.
Game 1. Going to Yuki here. Kind of an explosive finish there with the Abyss versus boats.
Honestly, though, pretty exciting game. All right, here are some packs. Yeah, some fun ones. Speed spec sledge also looks kind of good.
Yeah, you could really spam some sledges there. They're good into the hounds, and Yuki's got 2 of them.
Like Sledge Abyss, maybe?
Yeah. Speed's pretty handy. But then again, he might just take for Farseer here.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll go for speedy sledges. I'm excited.
Nice, nice. Into tarantulas. I mean, if this turns into like a crossfire, that would be really sweet here for Pantsuman. We'll see if Yuki's gonna go for like a center play to try and like mitigate the speed, but it's actually looking like a crossfire.
Yeah, so Yuki just positioning in a very similar manner to the previous game where they also started with spiders. This time around, though, no marksman. Will just be the double crawler pickup. And Pantsuman pushing right side will pick up some marksman, realizing that he maybe needs some DPS to take down the spiders. And will, of course, have the triple crawlers.
And looking at the position of the marksman, I want to say that isn't screaming that he's going to click assault mode. Maybe. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it.
Yeah,
I don't know, I think assault isn't that good into spiders anyway.
Yeah. It's true.
More so something you want to be clicking into like hounds. Well, want to. I don't know if you want to, but...
yeah,
it can be fun, just
yeah.
Beware of the EMP hackers.
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely some nasty counters to assault marksman. Speed, though. Zoom zoom, got the tower really quick. Unfortunately not getting the other tower, but we're bullying a spider.
Oh man, those crawlers are so fast.
Yeah, I think Pantsuman, actually might lose a marksman here. That would be unfortunate. Huh.
Yeah, we'll do so. But I think the army of sledges should be enough.
Yeah. I mean, this feels really good for him being speed in this type of position. Like, you would feel pretty sad if it was a headbutt and you just don't get to take advantage of your speed.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, pressuring the tower here could be difficult because you have sledgehammers and crawlers. I mean, crawlers do okay DPS, but if this gets leveled, you might have some trouble. But the same is true for the other side, though. Like, spiders are not that fast either.
Yeah, but improved Phoenix, that's going to put some pressure on the tower. I don't know if Pantsuman will go for it, though.
Well, Yuki already picked it. It's a nasty card. Like, this can get really, really uncomfortable to play against if Yuki manages to get some on the board, take those levels. I mean, you can even press Port Shield and kind of double your hit points, and then... Yeah, I've seen marksman needing like 4 shots to take down 1 improved Phoenix.
Yeah, it's like quadrupling the stats of a Phoenix and only paying 50% more of the cost. I feel like the math on improved Phoenix is pretty good. I guess you argue you don't really care too much about the health on your Phoenixes typically, but...
Yeah, but it happens to be like a really good stat.
It ain't bad.
Yeah. It prevents Forte A from ever being a concern. And it kind of wins hard in like the mirror matchups. Whether that's another Phoenix or a marksman, they can just tank and tank forever.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the shielded airdrop here looks pretty good. I mean, Tarantulas just cannot break through the bubble. So probably just a value bubble. It's just going to live for a while until, I guess, the Phoenix comes down.
Yeah, I don't see how this is going to go down. I mean, this is a downside of improved Phoenix, of course. It's so expensive that Yuki wasn't able to get one without skipping a deployment.
Yeah, exactly. I think he maybe just should have done it, though. Feels like it's really good in this Crossfire, because it's just like a fast-moving unit, massive DPS, air cheese potential, etc.
Yeah,
and also
I guess
levels.
Skipping a deployment is kind of fine sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure. Another win here for the sledges.
Did lose his shield though. Wasn't expecting that. I think Yuki will be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised.
Here we go. Unit reinforcements. We've got double Rhino. We've got a Sandworm.
Kind of unusual to get all level 1 stuff.
I'm wondering if you ever go like Arclight here if you're Pantsuman, just for the chaff deer.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I kind of like the Sandworm or the Rhinos, though.
Yeah, neither board right now is really capable of dealing with those tanks. But if you took a look at Yuki's cards, you know that the improved Phoenix is probably coming down this turn.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they're even giant specialists, so yeah, they have a lot of potential for strong plays in this mid game.
Well, we get a tower push here on the right side with the worm. It's not the fastest unit, though, to do this.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a nice tank, but I think eventually it's actually going to look pretty bad if the Phoenixes get levels. There is no charge shot, but there's the launcher overload, so the DPS techs are there.
Honestly, launcher overload might even be better against a sledgehammer-based board.
Yeah, and do they one-shot? They do.
Yeah, that 50% bonus attack makes a big difference in the Sledge-Phoenix matchup.
Yeah, that's actually super clutch. Dang.
Okay, Rhino will get stalled. Oh, but only briefly. Sees blood, takes down that marksman on the left side, but the worm will get the tower in return.
Yep, Zoom Zoom was actually the crawlers. Simple, simple.
marksmen have been leveled, but yeah, have a look at that. Level 2 marksman needing 2 shots to kill a level 1 improved Phoenix.
They're so tanky.
I mean, you might just want to click AA early here, because your opponent invested in the card, and it just makes sense for them to buy more. That's a good round.
Yeah, honestly, the tempo is looking really good here. The birds need time. They need to get levels and stuff.
Alright, enhancement module is offered. Could be worth a pickup for Pantsuman. He does have 2 levels on the sledges. And potentially that sandworm will eventually level.
Yeah, I could see it. You could also barrier the worm, but it's usually not the best giant to put a barrier on.
Well, it looks funny, so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, it will
Interesting
be the
fort.
enhancement.
Yeah, going for the line you said. Seems decent for sure.
Oh, double shot marksman is the first pickup. I mean, that'll be somewhat useful against this new fortress. But I will say Pantsuman's board looks a little bit empty. It's like he's in between like 2 board states, trying to sell out his sledgehammers, but he needs to find something else to, well, 1, chaff clear efficiently, and 2, maybe he needs some other DPS. I don't know.
Yeah, looks like he's just gonna diversify his board here, just like creating some air chaff to try and get the improved Phoenix stuck on, and that can really help the sledgehammers live, which is, I guess, his chaff clear.
Yeah, but he's selling out of it though.
Yeah, but that was because of the enhancement module, I guess. I don't know, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just wondering, like, he's probably gonna have to replace it with something if he wants to keep selling the sledges.
Yeah, for sure. Is the fort gonna win?
Chomping. Yeah, it should.
Oh, unfortunate. Now you have to kill the barrier.
Yeah, but the fort is on a sliver of hit points, so yeah, there we go. It will eventually go down. Left side, though, getting pushed in. The sledgehammer's over there, not quite able to get rid of all the chaff.
Oh, great double shot there. 1 bird left. There is a bunch of chaff to chew through, and we only have like 1 sledge. The wasps actually have it?
There's a couple fangs.
Oh my god. Does it time out? Yes.
Yeah, I don't think they can kill both the tarantula and all the crawlers. Well, they can't even kill the tarantula in the first place. Not a terrible round, though.
Yeah.
Ant's going for the scaling option with that enhancement module, so...
Yeah, he's got to feel good about that. Bunch of Mustangs here. I mean, we just bought wasps for Pantsuman, so this feels bad.
Yeah, I mean, at least they're in the back and they're untech'd, so they'll still be useful flank defense, if anything. But yeah, can't really invest more into them.
Yeah, I mean, I might even sell them. I'm not sure.
There are some DPS options available here. I don't think you go Phantom because of the improved Phoenix, but yeah, the big Saber, that'll be able to get rid of the Fortress, all right.
That's pretty sweet, right? Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it looks strong.
Don't know if it has
I still
a
have
good
some
lineup.
chaff clear concerns, but...
Yeah. So it's going to lock onto the bubble. Obviously, like, one-shot it, at least I think. Okay, maybe not quite. And then afterwards, it probably won't lock onto the fort. Maybe it will, actually. There's no crawlers in the way. Yeah,
it should be fine. Oh, never mind. As you say that, crawlers are being added.
No.
Heads up play from Yuki.
Yeah, will it hit the bubble with its first shot? I'm not sure.
It should. I mean, it has splash, right? Either way.
Yeah. All right, we got
We're
Degen.
gonna go into Degen Wraith. Okay, I like that because chaff clear was getting somewhat problematic. Also, Pantsuman willing to sell this worm first, instead of tossing around the enhancement module to the sledges on the left, just to make room for that Saber.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it did hit the bubble, you're right. Now, the Degen's a little scary against the Wasp, and we do have a level, finally, on the improved Phoenix on the left, so kind of concerning.
Okay, there we go. Big boom boom. Oh, that was satisfying. I think it's because of the Degen beam still being active.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Because the fort had like 50k hit points, but the Saber normally hits for 42.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty sweet. Definitely winning the right here. Not quite the left, though.
Well, the marksman there at least takes down one improved Phoenix before it goes down. There's still a level 3 marksman left with double shot, and the blue one will survive too. Some good tower timing.
No kidding. Winning is pretty good here. We got the enhancement module.
Winning indeed is pretty good.
Yep.
More with Wonderbolt at 11.
Exactly.
Well, there's an orbital jab that looks pretty tasty here. I mean, I know the Saber is doing a good job, but you probably just want to try and jab the Tarantula and the fort.
Yeah, because you're addicted to this spell.
Well, hey, it's free real estate.
Oh, wait, it gets the Tarantula as well? It would have been good. But we're smoking. I feel like Pantsuman's smoke is way better. Maybe. Maybe not. I guess it hits the marksman. That's actually... Okay, I didn't see that. Hitting the marksman is pretty nasty.
Yeah, I do kind of hope Wonderbolt, or Pants, your Wonderbolt, he's Pants, remembers to put down a shield here, because this would be detrimental.
Yeah, I guess both players probably should. And then we're dodging with... Like, is there a spell that was offered that would make sense against? Or is that just a beacon trick? I don't know.
I mean, there was a javelin, but neither of them picked it.
Yeah. I guess it might make sense to dodge the javelin.
This thing is probably just to, like, deal with the flank, though.
Think so?
Well, the smoke will land, which is a bit of a feels bad moment. The Phoenixes have been ranged, and more have been picked up.
Dude, that's crazy. Both smokes landing. That is so painful here. Here comes the Saber. Do we kaboom it once again?
Shoot.
No, we're kind of getting owned. Oh my god.
Dude, the smoke is just preventing it from shooting at the fortress there.
Crushing.
I was ready to see the fort go boom.
And now we got just one Phoenix level, I suppose. I thought it was going to be like a full row of them, but...
All right, we've got a bunch of red cards. Lightning Storm there, quickly picked up for Yuki.
Yeah, bunch of spells here. I mean, there are giants as well. You could take the Mustang prod, but I don't know. This is going to get pretty tempo heavy here with like the red spells, low health pools, kind of big boards at this point, and there's smoke on the ground. So like, this is pretty sketchy, man. I'm immediately lone temp ranging and probably trying to avoid all the cheese plays, protect my marksmans, maybe beacon out of the smoke. There's a lot to do. They got to APM like crazy, whereas Pantsuman is still thinking.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, like this storm, Pants does pick it up. The good thing is it's very efficient against small stuff. So the crawlers, the fangs, the mustangs.
Yeah.
But those improved phoenixes I don't think really care that much.
Oh, that's true. Well, what's the math here? They do 2,000 per tick, and there is a lot of ticks, and white ones have 5,000, so you need 3 lightning storm ticks to kill a white one. Yeah, I suppose that is pretty stable against that. I don't think you're worried about it too much. I mean, at some point you also want to take the energy shield button because it's just like so much HP per supply cost.
Now I will say though, okay, we've got an abyss. Wonderful.
Awesome.
I will say, I don't really understand why Yuki is moving the Phoenixes and the Mustang onto the left side into the smoke that was already there, but...
Yeah, it's probably some sort of mind game. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he just thought like, oh, well, there's a smoke there already, so surely he doesn't put the storm there as well, but then, well, he did.
Okay, we get the tower first here for Yuki. It looked like Pantsuman was kind of owning until that tower take. Oh, man. Okay, wait. Oh.
Wait, we went Dark Companion and Efficient Maintenance.
Okay, maybe not the most upfront money, but eventually it makes money, don't worry.
What is it again? Infinity money over time?
Exactly. Eventually it makes infinity money, so it must be good.
Oh, we got a photon emission. We can basically add another tech to our abyss for this turn.
True. I mean, these are some honestly pretty good cards, like Advanced Offensive Tactics, really good late game. Photon's great up front. Shield Airdrop's good. Lots of bubbles here for Yuki. Great tempo plays. The Photon as well. I like where his head's at. Pantsuman, once again, taking his time. Still is like 1600 in the bank here. He jump drive the Wasp, right? What is the idea behind that, do you think?
I think he's just hoping that the Phoenixes are going to get stuck on those for a little bit longer and the Abyss survives for some extra seconds.
I think you're right, because he made like a conga line sort of, right? So he's just saying like, I need the perfect stream of Wasp coming in. That's like very important to this turn.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the idea. He's also trying to put it where there's no Mustangs, or at least trying. But, I mean, it looks a little bit desperate here.
So we
are going to get a second Abyss,
right.
though.
Did we abandon the right? Yes, we did abandon it. Okay. Second Abyss, also abandoning it. We leveled it to level 3. Unfortunately, the 2 marksmen are there. Will we beacon them to the left? I guess that's the question. But I like the idea. We also have a shield airdrop. Where's that going to go? Apparently, we're just not using it. Oh, man. Well, I mean, a blue Abyss, man, they've been so strong lately. I've seen nothing but good things once you buy them blue. Let's see.
Well, they're doing a good job on the left side, I will say.
Yeah,
but the blue Abyss is now getting targeted by those Overlord improved Phoenixes, and it's going down awfully fast.
They're so improved. Yeah, that doesn't look good. That's going to be game, I think. He's already low on hit points, right? He's at... Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he only has 299 left, so...
Rip.
Amazing game there from Yuki. Does manage to fend off the Abyss shenanigans from Pants, but we do respect the gameplay. It's fun to see this unit.
For sure, yeah. That was pretty cool. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, if anything, that's just a testament to Phoenix being OP, and improved was rather strong there.